So, hi. So, October's here, and that means it's time to start preparing for my first ever National Novel Writing Month. If you see my other video, you already know that I have started to prepare a little bit, but now is the time to kick things into high gear and get on with it. So, I will be doing a little series of 31 days of preparing for writing a novel. So I've just sat down for my first writing session and I'm about to get started. I'm gonna work about an hour on this and I will check in later. Right now I really want to just get the world building taken care of, at least as much as I can, and then I don't know, go from there. I really don't have a plan. Does anybody else make placeholder names for your characters but still spend an hour trying to decide a name that you're going to change anyway in the future? I don't understand why I do this. I can't help it. Something that I always have open when I'm writing is Pinterest, because that's where I get a lot of my inspiration for like the locations and kind of how I envision the world to look. I think the hardest part of planning a story is when you have all of these little bits of information that you're excited about, but you have no idea how they fit together and like what the rest of the story looks like, and you have like all of these little bits and pieces and it's like what do I do with it? So it's a delicate balance between like planning and knowing how things are going to play out, and then also just writing and doing the hard part of actually like getting it out. So I will just share a little bit about what I have kind of created, the world that I'm envisioning. It's a very like bleak, overpopulated world. Society is kind of on the brink of collapse, and like the buildings are just starting to kind of like become overrun with moss, and things are just starting to get to that point where they're very overgrown. I also imagine like a lot of the ground is been taken over by like buildings and houses and pavement. And then I've been also kind of just writing about the jobs that there are in the world, and finding that balance, because I started to go a little too archaic with it, in that it was like a complete dystopian world. I didn't really want that. I kind of had to draw it back a little bit with that, and just like finding a balance between like our like the world as it is versus like in a future that's like just beginning to break apart. I also wanted to share a little bit about my character and like who she is, because I've been working a lot on her and just kind of growing her family and the people around her. This is Clover. She's 17 years old. She's a student. I don't know exactly how the school system will be. I doubt there will be like actual schools to go to. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, I just had like ChatGPT like make a little mock-up of what she looks like, and then like I got her mannerisms and stuff and a little bit about like her story. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap that up for session number 1.